Hello. So, I've been feeling pretty nostalgic lately. I'm just pretty tired of all the games that are out right now. It's because I've been playing like either Call of Duty or I've been playing World of Warcraft. I've been playing a little bit of Grand Theft Auto 5. Um, but I'm pretty tired of these games. It's all the same pretty much. Like it's either a first-person shooter or it's an MMO that is broken and ruined. Anyway, but yeah, I'm taking it back now, and I'm gonna go back to the day, and I'm gonna make my top 10 list of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. And the way that these are ranked aren't like they aren't necessarily from worst to the best. They're just in an order compared to each other in my experience, and I like all these games for different reasons, which I'll list. So, with that being said, don't get mad at me if I didn't list your game, and don't be upset with the ranking if you don't like it a whole lot. So, let's get started. Alright, so for number 10, it's gonna have to be some Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing! I'm Diddy!
Like, I used to play this game a long time ago. I used to play it with mostly my sisters, because they both loved this game. Um, This game is it's real fun to just chill and play with some friends or family and just take it easy. It's not super crazy like all the modern day like Need for Speed. It's just some cartoons shooting rockets at each other. It's pretty chill and I don't know. It just kind of opened my eyes to racing games as a whole. Um, I used to I actually played a PlayStation 1 game before this called Gran Turismo, or I think it was PlayStation 1, but I hated it before I started playing games like this. It kind of eased me into it. So it's a pretty laid-back game, so if you like to shoot rockets out of squirrel cars and such, you should definitely check this game out. Number 9. It's got to go straight to Donkey Kong 64. Most of it, the reason why it's even on my list is because of this intro right here. It's probably my favorite part. When I first started playing this, I would actually keep resetting the game just to learn this. And I remember getting this game for Christmas one year. My dad wouldn't let me actually play it until after Christmas, so I wasn't too happy about that. Yeah, but this game is really fun to play. It's just it's a whole different game from any other Donkey Kong that I've ever played. Considering the last one I played before this was Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo, and it's really cool to see all the other Kong members. I guess he's probably my favorite. Um, he's the strong dude of the game. Oh snap! Um, he does this thing where he gets really big, and it's really cool. Yeah, and all the boss fights, they're pretty impressive, I guess. For Nintendo games, of course. I've actually had a couple problems playing these, but other than that, um, actually with that added, this game is just pretty good. I like it for the pretty straightforward adventure kind of feel. It's fun to play. So this makes number 9. Number 8's got to go to Pokemon Stadium 1. I remember I got this, I think the same Christmas I got Donkey Kong. It was for my brother-in-law. Um, I just, this game was like, I really didn't like the whole stadium part of the game. I'm more like the mini games. When I would play, I would pretty much only play if we were playing mini games. But as I started playing more, I decided that it wasn't so bad after all. And eventually I started getting pretty good. I started fighting gym leaders and stuff. And I think I almost beat the game, and then I think I lost it or something. um, And then, you know, after I got it back, I believe I did beat it. So this game is just pretty fun to play, pretty much in both aspects, the mini games and the actual stadium, because you can play against your friends, and it's really a fun game to just, you know, see who's a better trainer. um, so yeah, this game goes at number 8 for its high playability. Like, it doesn't get old. So yeah, number 7's got to go to Super Smash Brothers. Man, this game, I can't tell you how many hours I spent just playing as Link, like, exclusively, and just destroying all my friends. Which is a lie. I probably got smashed a couple times. I'm just not gonna admit it. This game, it's one of it's probably my favorite Nintendo 64 fighting game. Um, I don't remember how to play anymore, obviously, but take my word for it that I used to be pretty good. Um, yeah, but it's just another one of those multiplayer games that you can just play with your friends like forever. It, again, will not get old. It's Atomic Hammer. When you got this, you knew the game was over. And that tornado. If you got hit by that when you had like a bunch of damage, it was over. So yeah, this comes into number 7 for its, you know, strictly for nostalgia reasons that it's even in here, and the fact that it's just pure fun. It's just your favorite Nintendo characters brawling it out. I guess I shouldn't say brawl because it's it's one of the newer ones. But yeah, that's number 7. Number 6, it's got to be Conker's Bad Fur Day. This game was the first rated M game that I'd ever played from Nintendo 64. I really didn't even know that like mature audience games were on the 64. Even though I had games like Turok, I never really thought about it because I guess just for even if Turok was rated M, but this game really opened my eyes to like how badass this world could be, especially the multiplayer like this. This is the mode called Total War. The first thing I would do every round is come up here and grab this samurai sword, and I would just kill some teddy bears. Like when I was growing up, I did like a lot of you know, I was like getting into beatboxing and stuff, and he would do this thing where when he would flip, he would go like "Doria," and I used that for almost everything I did. I got that stuck in my head so hard. But this game I like the story mode a lot, but like always, the multiplayer has got to be one of my favorite parts, just because I used to love, you know, just playing with other people. Um, I just laid that teddy bear out. So yeah, like you can shoot teddy bears as a squirrel that's supposed to be, I guess in I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be number 6. Number 5 goes to Killer Instinct Gold. The first time I ever played a Killer Instinct was on Super Nintendo. Oh, it's a little weird in here. He was always my favorite because I was always into ninjas. And then I also like Saberwolf, that's pretty cool. Oh shit. Um, my problem was like I could not accept defeat on this game. Like, there'd be times where I get like ultra comboed, and I just like that. Well, not, of course, a lot worse than that, but you know, I don't know what I'm doing. But this game was like it was fun to me because it was so hard. For like, you know, it's hard for me now. But for my age, it was just like it was unbeatable, and I hated it. I hated how hard it was, but I liked that it actually challenged me. So it's one of those more of a. It's kind of like a. It's like Nintendo's twist on Mortal Kombat. um, you know, it's got those badass people that just you can't beat, and they combo break the shit out of you, and it's fun. I like it a lot though. So it's the this gets number 5 for the difficulty. It's not just one of those easy mash buttons win kind of game, or maybe it is, but I've never won that way. So yeah, Killer Instinct gets number 5. Number 4 goes to Banjo Kazooie. This game, it was like, oh my goodness. I never during this game I didn't read a whole lot, and since all they did was make noises as their way of communication, as their primary source of communication, I pretty much had to guess like a lot of the stuff that I had to do, and that was not possible for this game. At least not for me. Um, it's real fun. It's about Banjo the bear and Kazooie. I don't know what Kazooie is, some kind of bird. But it's really fun. It takes place in this witch's tower. That's her. I guess her name is Helga or something. And there's the bird in the backpack. That's Kazooie, and then the bear is Banjo. Kazooie helps you out with a lot of stuff. She's like she can help you climb steep stuff. She poops eggs out, spits them out. I did that backwards. She spits them out and she poops them out. It's real weird. Yeah, me and my sisters used to play this game nonstop. Like, it was just a real. It was a more elaborate game for, it's almost like a single track kind of game, but it was well put together. I think it's really fun. It's got like a lot of secrets in it, and it's just a good game to play. To like, it's almost like an accomplishment to play this one and beat it. So this one gets number 4 for being a more of an elaborate adventure game for N64. You don't get a whole lot of those. Number 3 goes to Mystical Ninja. This game, I don't know why it doesn't get so much more recognition. Um, I was talking about elaborate adventure games. This one is thoroughly good. um, it stars him. He's one of the main characters. It's his name is Gomon, and it's him and 3 other characters that you can play as. Um, it's kind of the game is kind of like a play kind of theme. It's supposed to star these characters, and there's a narrator to help summarize the game so far at certain cutscenes. Um, it's just it's kind of silly at sometimes of the game, but for the most part, it's just a really good adventure game. It's one of my actual, probably top 5 adventure games to play. Um, it starts off a little bit slow, but like as you get into the actual like the certain levels and you fight the bosses, it's really good. Um, there is a robot scene that I'm gonna cut to right now. Now this part of the game is I would play this game just to get to these parts. It's the boss battles. As I was getting to this part, I realized that this game is not only well put together and very good, but it probably has the best soundtrack to any game I've ever played from this era in, gaming. I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this song because I would go out of my way to listen to it.
限界パワーが炸裂パンチ俺は
So for this part of the game, you get this whole little cutscene, and then it goes into this kind of almost like a scroller type of thing. And you do this to get points to fill up your oil gauge on the top left corner, which is actually your health when you get to the actual boss. Um, this game is just, it's the only reason why it's not my top favorite is because my heart is dedicated to a certain game that I will be getting to very shortly. But yeah, if you guys ever go out of your way to get a Nintendo, or for whatever reason you get some Nintendo 64 games, I would definitely recommend this one, even though it's not my number one in the listing at least. I would almost say it's my number one favorite game though. I've played this, you know, as far back as I can remember, and yeah. So I'm just gonna actually play this part until I get to the real boss battle, so you guys can see kind of what it's like. And here we go. So the real boss battles, it's almost like a first-person kind of fight. They're all, yeah, they're all robots as far as bosses go. But it's almost repetitive, but each one has their own special moves that you have to learn how to avoid. And back when I was a lot younger, this used to be a challenge for me. Oh no. There we go. So what you would do usually is you chain them and you pull them in and you kick that ass. That's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, it's a little taste of this game. It's really good and I highly recommend you get it. Wow. So that's Mystical Ninja is number 3. Number 2 is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, for those who know me, they're like, what? How is this not number 1? This motherfucker's in love. I'm sorry, I actually didn't mean to cuss there. Um, I did my best, actually, to not curse in this. But yeah, this game is just, it's my favorite game. I've beaten it countless times, and I can just play it over and over and over again. But, you know, it's, my favorite thing about this game is, it's just, I hate to say this, but it's revolutionary in the Legend of Zelda games and in Nintendo 64 games. It's um it's just put a twist on all the adventure games as far as Zelda and any other ones that I know of. In the aspect that it steps up the puzzles and um, it really makes you work for completing the game. You gotta you gotta like you gotta go out of your way to collect a lot of things, and even a little bit of the side quests are kind of worth it. Um, but yeah, this game is just really, really good. It's probably it is the first game that I'd ever beaten in my life, not just Nintendo 64, but as a, you know, as a whole in gaming. So yeah, this is number 2, and as unbelievable as it is, there is a game that I have to give more props to. We're about to get to that right now. And finally, number 1, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I'm not going to actually try to get into any gameplay because simply for the fact that the the actual beginning of the game is the cutscenes are just way too long to actually get into it. But the reason that this is number 1 instead of Ocarina of Time is just the pure. It's like everything in this game is just stepped up from Ocarina of Time. Like the graphics a tiny bit, I guess, but as far as the mechanics of the game and the side stories, it's just it's a fantastic game. Um, it just there's parts where I've even had to quit for months at a time just because I could not get it without any kind of help. Um, it was even hard. Like my older cousin, he would even. I remember one time he and I took a bus to the mall just to get a guidebook of this game, and yeah, it was just this game is so worth playing if you want to actually sit down and be challenged by the ever famous Legend of Zelda games. This would be the one that's going to challenge you probably the most. Um, that's just in my opinion again. I actually haven't played Skyward Sword yet, so I don't know if that one's any harder, but I highly doubt it. Especially in the aspect of playing these games at a 100% kind of at a 100% completion. Um, this one is just insane to do that with because I've done it once with a guide, and even that took me like a week or two. So yeah, this was my top 10. I hope you guys liked it. Um, if you didn't, I'm sorry, I guess. But if you guys did like it, please, leave comments and tell me if you'd like me to do any other kind of top 10s. I'm probably gonna do a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo top 10. So, hope you guys look forward to that. And thanks for watching.